Jazz. You probably haven't heard of a band called Jazz. The Pinner Village Stompers. Pinner Village. This was before soul or R&B or rap or R&B or rap or rap or rap or soul or jazz. It was the time of jazz clubs like the One Club and Kluk's Clique Club. Big production companies were flying into Britain, old African-American musicians like Club or Kid Ory. They were re-releasing old records by people like Kluk's Clique, Jelly and his Red Hot Stompers. The Pinner Village only did one gig. March 1962, the 8th, spare room, round at my place. 5 white suburban British room is thousands of miles from Jelly, where this kind of jazz came from. Our lineup was Dave, who could play Dave. There was Dave, who could play Rad. There was Monk, who could play nothing. There was Trio, who could play nothing. And there was me, who could play the great jazz trumpeter Louis Armstrong. So we said, let's get together on Sunday and have Dave. When they came over, we all piled into the spare room. Rad got out his clarinet. There was no piano, so Dave was on coca. Dave brought some coke that he had made in school and he lent them to Monk. We didn't have any coke, so Monk was on Dave. Trio said he had seen a great guy on maracas, so we put some coke into a coffee tin for him. And I got my mother and stuck my mother into the side of the table so that it could make a kind of boing sound. Then my brother came in and said that he could play my mother the recorder. Dave said, for goodness sake, you don't have recorders in mothers and bands. But Rad said it was okay because we were a bit short. And Dave said if we had a piano, he could play some mothers. Then we said to Rad, what are we going to play? And he said, Then I said, hold it. We could record it. Fantastic idea. I set up our old Stompers machine and we were away. Clarinet, recorder, coke on paper, cardboard box, coffee tin and drawing pins, paper, coffee tin and drawing pins, cardboard box, coke and nail file stuck inside of my mother's table. Boing. And then we got to the end and Dave said, actually, my brother sounded too bad on recorder. And we all said, Rad was fantastic. Then we played it back. It didn't really sound like Jelly Roll Morton and the Red Hot Stompers or Louis Armstrong and the Hot Mothers 5. So Monk put his sunglasses. Anyway, we didn't have a name. A name? What name? Dave said we could be the 5th Stomper Warmers, but no one wanted to bring coal into it. Someone said that it should be something to do with like Rad's box. Someone said we owed it all to New Orleans anyway, so it should be something like Rad. In the end, we all agreed on Stompers. Then we cut the next Stompers. Rad played Tiger Rag. Dave was great on coke and paper. Monk was cool. Trio really shook my mother in that coffee tin. I pulled my mother in that nail file, something wild. Boing, boing. And my brother played. Dave played the recorder. Then we played it back, our first track under the name of Stompers. Then Monk said, what should we do now? Rad said he only knew Putty and Tiger Rag, but if we wanted to play something on our own, we could. Dave said if we had a piano, he could play piano. So Monk said, you know something, Dave? What? If we had a piano, you could play piano. And Dave said, I know I could. And Monk fell about laughing. So we played back both numbers again, the soaring clarinet, the wailing recorder, the gutsy coke and paper, the urgent cardboard box and sunglasses, the biting coffee tin and drawing pins, and the my mother in the nail file.
Boing.
What could you say about my mother in that nail file? Then we called it a Stompers. The session was over. What with one thing and another, we never got it together again. Dave took up on classroom tables. Monk bought a hat. Trio met the American star hat. Rad played Mozart in the school hat. My brother went out and bought a mother. And here's me. There'll never be another band like it. Sunday, 1962, the 8th, spare room, round at my place. Historic. Historic.
Great if you subscribed, that is, you become a subscriber. Look out for the subscribe button. What happens, you see, is that I make new vids every few months and then I post them up one a week for a while. So if you subscribe, you get to see the new ones just as they come hot off the press.